This movie talks about an Aboriginal girl called Ayla, who has a very difficult life. Ayla, the main character, has a very traumatic history. Her mom committed suicide when she was a kid, after killing her son, Ayla's brother, by accident, when she was driving and drunk. Just after the accident, Ayla's father went to the prison and stayed there for a long time. So Ayla stayed alone with her uncle. Ayla and her uncle work selling drugs to make some money, so Ayla doesn't have to go to residential school. They give this money to Popper, the local Indian agent, a terrible guy. Finally, one day, Ayla's father comes back to the prison and starts to live with Ayla and her uncle. A few time later, Popper catches Ayla and her father in the beach, in a boat that used to go with Ayla's mom. He said that they didn't pay the money and he burned the boat. After this, they had a big fight. And Popper took Ayla to go to the residential school. After a while, Ayla stole the money from Popper that she thought that was her, with the help of some friends, and she escaped from residential school. Of course, Popper discovered and came back for revenge. He was about to hurt, rape, and kill Ayla, but a little boy who lives in the reserve appeared and killed Popper with a gun. The movie ends with Ayla and the boy together just sitting and talking. Do they have peace now? If you had to choose between a life like this or a residential school, what would you do? Why some people have to choose between such two hard choices? Ayla is a brave and responsible Aboriginal girl. She's young, but she knows how to take care of herself, since she lived most part of her life without her mother and father. She's very artistic and she loves to draw, but her drawings are always of scary figures, showing the trauma that she has with her mother's death. Sometimes she hallucinates and she sees her mother in the forest, but often she sees in a very scary way. She uses her drawings to help her to face reality. The reality shows what is in Ayla's mind. She's very intelligent and knows how to face hard situations. But the movie shows us that being smart with the life that she has will not change or help anything in her future. Ayla is an Aboriginal girl. Popper is the local Indian agent. He asks money for Ayla's uncle so she does not have to go to residential school. He's very aggressive and probably has a very difficult life. But the movie does not show his side, so we don't know nothing about his life. He's very insensitive and doesn't care if he needs to kill or hurt someone. The film gives us many examples of this when he beats Ayla, Ayla's father, or when he tries to kill her. He's the fear of Ayla's family, and when he dies in the end, the viewer does not feel anything but happiness. Mental and physical abuses are shown during all the movie, and between all the characters, and it is sad to see how the violence is a part of Ayla's life. But it is good to see how the movie shows it very clearly, because when a child is abused, the whole world is abused. It is clear that we can relate Popper with the violence. Every time that he appears, he brings the violence with him. Physical violence, when he beats many times Ayla's father, or when he beats Ayla, but also mental violence. For example, when he makes threats or uses words to hurt Ayla. Burning the boat is also a mental violence to Ayla and Ayla's father, because we know the important meaning that the boat has. Of course, that when Ayla goes to the residential school, she suffered a lot of mental violences. When they cut her hair, for example, or when they stuck her in a little dark room. But we can still say that Ayla's life in general is already a violence against her. She has some mental issues because of this violence that her life is doing with her since a long time ago. And unfortunately, lots of Aboriginal children suffer from that violence just for being Aboriginal. Symbolisms are present during all the movie. Her drawings, for example, can represent lots of things. Helena often hallucinates, and we can say that her drawings and her hallucinations are very connected. She draws those hallucinations, but at the same time she draws her fears and her memories. The drawings represent the other side of Helena, the side that is not brave, the side that is afraid, that misses her mother, and that suffers with everything. It can also represent the way that Helena found to be closer with her mother, because she learned how to draw because of her mother. Another symbolism in the movie is the boat that Ayla spent sometimes with her father. Her mother used to go to that boat, so it represents a good memory of her mother, another way to be closer of her even if she's dead. When Pepper burned the boat, Ayla and her father, they felt so bad, like if they lost Ayla's mom again. This is a very sad film that makes us think about for days, and because of this, everybody should watch the movie. The way to call attention of people for serious problems, but showing those serious problems. The movie can be scary and ugly, but shows the reality that everybody has to know.